Check it out. That's a pretty cool plane. Why does it look so close to the building? Oh my god. Hey, look, a runner. Why do runners look sick and extremely ill? I think running is for fools. Just buy a 40-pound weight vest, throw it on and walk. It just looks so silly, like you're kind of just dragging, like that guy's just dragging his feet along. Oh, by the way, what's poppin', people? It's Dante, standing at the intersection between order and chaos. And yeah, when I think of this notion of chaos, I'm reminded of Thus Spoke Zarathustra from Friedrich Nietzsche, where he famously quotes something along the lines of, one must have chaos within oneself to give birth to a dancing star. And yeah, this quote, it resonates with me deeply. You know, here we have a very orderly structure, right? I'm standing upon this very small curb. There's a grid system that's laid out all throughout the city of Philadelphia that, you know, directs traffic in this orderly fashion with traffic signals where we abide by the crosswalk, we abide by the red light, the green light, the yellow light, and the bike lane, and all of these systems in place set a city in order. You know, the structure of a city is very orderly, right? However, the individual, the human, the person, is that ball of chaos, I feel, you know, where I walk the streets and I hear nothing but chaos, you know, where the sounds of the horns honking, the sounds of the screams and the people yelling, you know, the mindless chatter, you know, the things that occur on a street corner become very chaotic, unpredictable, spontaneous. And this is where I personally thrive, where I enjoy the peace and tranquility of order. I enjoy the peace and tranquility of a Catholic church. I enjoy the music within the Wanamaker building, listening to the organ and looking at the structure and columns of the architecture of 30th Street Station. You know, there is something to be said about order and its position in this world, right? Where it does provide this sense of calm. It does provide this sense of, you know, structure and order and beauty to look at and revel in. However, chaos through the individual, through the person, is this very instinctual feeling, right? And I think that this feeling, it's where vitality meets curiosity. And vitality and curiosity are ultimately where I think we should be leading in our everyday lives, where vitality and having a strong gait and walking firmly and going out there each day with this in mind is where I find my ultimate happy place, right? Where chaos and walking into the face of it is where I thrive, right? And so when I'm on the streets and I'm engaging with this world as an artist, photographing, I'm putting order to the chaos, right? I'm articulating the unknown and I'm putting order to it. I'm putting four corners around life and I'm saying yes to life. And I think when I'm out on the streets, you know, I'm walking on repeat. I'm sort of following this structure, this orderly way of working with repetition and consistency, but everything around me becomes unpredictable. You know, it's very spontaneous and you have to react with your instinct. And that instinctual feeling, that gut feeling to press the shutter, that gut feeling to make a turn, that gut feeling to walk a certain way or interact in a certain place, you know, that's where we can find our inner, most vital, alive self. And I think that comes through acknowledging chaos. I think that comes through embracing vitality. And I believe the most simple way to increase vitality, it all derives from sleep. And so when you go to sleep, make sure you're really tired, right? So like when I'm going to bed, I fall asleep in a few minutes because I've lived a full day. You know, I've gone out there and exerted all of my power. I've gone out there and exerted all of my energy, and that puts me into this deep sleep early in the evening, and I'm sleeping as the sun is setting, and I'm rising before dawn. I'm rising around 4 a.m. I'm looking out at the horizon from my window and I'm finally seeing that little bit of, light peer above the horizon. I'm seeing just a little bit, and I'm starting to see it now. It's just turning a little bit gray. There's a little bit of light coming behind the horizon, and man, does that excite me. Because I'm waking up naturally before dawn, because I'm full of vitality and energy, because I'm putting that at the forefront. Where our bodies are like the batteries, where we have these electric currents flowing through us, firing our muscles, triggering our brain, our heart, all of our vital organs. And when you recognize that energy that's flowing through your physical body, putting vitality first and foremost, everything else falls into place, where you're going to be waking up before dawn. You're going to be walking endlessly. You're going to have too much power. You're going to become too strong. You're going to become too energetic, to the point where, you're not going to want to sit down. You're not going to want to sit still. You're not going to want to be domesticated like a dog. You're going to want to be like a lion, marching endlessly. And I think that's where we want to be. Just continuously marching out there into the dark, into the abyss, into the unknown, and staring in the face of it, laughing in it, and reveling in it, and just finding joy and meaning in it, where the mundane isn't what it seems through the lens of a camera. For every day becomes a dream, and every day is it's a blank slate. It's a new day for us to conquer. And I think that's how we should look at the street, not as this structured grid where I'm just going from point A to point B, but a new frontier to conquer, where the street becomes our arena. And it's time for my walk. Hey, I see a star. There's a star up there. I've been seeing stars lately. It's nice.